My name is C.T. Ward. If anyone can hear me, I'm trapped in a closet. Send help, please. If anyone can hear me, I would like to say... Hello?
Who's there?
Jenny, it's C.T. Let me out of the closet.
What are you still doing in there?
You never let me out.
Whoops.
Please open the door.
Okay. Are you okay?
I've been in here for a week. No food. No water. I had to pee in this closet and you have a rat in here. Do I look okay?
See, I had a girlfriend once, and she asked me that, and I said no, and it didn't end well.
I don't believe that.
That it didn't end well?
That you've ever had a girlfriend.
Why didn't you call me?
When I'm working, I do not bring my phone with me because it only serves as an optimal distraction. I did not anticipate being locked in a closet for a week.
Wait, then how are we going to talk to the next guest for today's show?
I've been locked in a closet for 6 days, 23 hours, 40 minutes, and 3 seconds. And that's your concern?
So, guest or no guest?
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, really?
Fella, I was in this closet for 6 days, 23 hours, 45 minutes, and 3 seconds. Yes, really.
I thought it was 40 minutes.
What you should be worrying about is what your boyfriend is going to say when he listens to last week's recording and hears that you are working with me against his wishes.
He's not my boyfriend, and he's not going to find out.
How do you figure?
Because he never listens to our shows. He's insecure about how his voice sounds, so he has me do all the editing for the podcast.
That's nice of him.
Stupid question. How did you get our guest today if you didn't have your phone?
In order to talk to the belated, I engage in a seance. The use of electronic equipment to contact the dead would only disturb and anger them.
What about the vessel?
It does not function through the use of electricity.
Jesus, this is so confusing. Who did you even do a seance with?
The rat was very helpful.
So, when is our next guest gonna call?
My head could fall off, and I think you'd be more concerned with your next guest.
That's not true. So, when is he calling?
Your computer is about to die.
Huh?
When does this life end? When does it begin? People exist in two separate but connected worlds, the world of the living and the world of the dead. This is Informal Curtain Call.
Good morrow, moving picture cater cousins. Presented the Informal Curtain Call, the lone moving picture podcast about moving pictures. Thou once proclaimed I, Brendan O'Brien. Thou once proclaimed I, Brendan O'Brien. Thou once proclaimed I, Brendan O'Brien. Johnny, say your line.
Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing doeth edge of husbandry. This above all.
What are you doing?
It's called acting. I'm doing a monologue from one of Shakespeare's plays.
Oh, you can't do that.
Wow. Absolutely wow. Thanks for the support. You don't see me shitting on your dreams, Brendan.
No, Johnny. Copyright infringement.
It's not copyright infringement. It's public domain.
Because buying rates ain't cheap.
Want to play 6 Degrees?
They have to figure out who our guest is first.
Right. It's Shakespeare.
Well, it's gonna let them guess, but... Yep, our guest today is perhaps the greatest writer to ever put ink to paper. The national poet of England, the immortal bard, the sweet swan of Avon, doth present William Shakespeare.
We spent all week brushing on our Shakespeare. Brushing up on our Shakespeare.
Yeah.
This week, I read Midsummer Night's Dream, The Tempest, Taming of the Shrew, Twelfth Night, Hamlet, Two Noble Kinsmen.
Wait, you read Two Noble Kinsmen?
Yes.
I've never heard anyone say they've ever... I didn't even know that was a Shakespeare play.
Alright, well stop giving me shit, dude. What did you read?
I read the one with the Jew and the one with the black guy.
Bro.
And Macbeth.
Bro!
What?
Those are my 2 favorite plays.
So, what do you think Shakespeare's gonna be like?
You know, like most actors.
British?
An asshole. You know how they are. All like, oh, hey, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
But funny thing is, do you know the whole, how he might have not actually wrote the plays?
The authorship debate?
Yes, the whole authorship debate.
Right.
I'm kind of rusty, so
Yeah,
what do you know?
So I guess
about
there's a lot of dispute as to whether Shakespeare really wrote the plays or not, because there's a bunch of people. I know Edward de Vere is one that a lot of people think might have wrote it. Something Marlowe. There's like a whole list of them, right?
it? Stephen King.
You know what? That's possible.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it past them. I don't think he was alive then, though. I have to fact
that's
check that
unfortunate.
one. But it's also because like what they know about William Shakespeare, because it was a long time ago. So
Yeah,
they don't,
yeah.
But what they do know about him is that he was poor, so he wouldn't have been able to know the intricacies of what it's like to be a nobleman and of royalty.
Okay.
Do you know? I don't know. Do you know anything else?
There's one story actually with Hillary Clinton. There was, I don't know exactly what it was, there was some kind of political thing going on, and someone asked a bunch of politicians, they were like, if you could meet someone famous that's dead, who would it be? And, the politician said other politicians that were dead, so it was probably like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, etc. And then they asked Hillary Clinton, and she was like, William Shakespeare. And they were kind of like, oh, that's not a politician. Why do you want to meet William Shakespeare? And she was like, I want to see who comes into the room. So it's kind of like, if Edward de Vere walks in, then that's William Shakespeare.
You kind of get it. Although I gotta say, I think I kind of like the mystery more.
I do too. I mean, my question is, what happens when we find out? Are we gonna take every single William Shakespeare book and go, oh well,
and like relabel them?
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. It's one of those like, let's let the mystery live as long as possible. That's a fascinating thing.
Because I've always wondered that, ever since I first started doing Shakespeare and I first heard about the authorship question, that was something I always thought about, because it does make a difference. So 'cause I know a lot of people who don't really, they're like, oh, why does it matter? Who cares? But it does, because depending on who wrote something, it has an impact on how you interpret the work and how you look at it through the playwright's eyes.
Yeah, I mean, if if this gets broadcasted and then Joseph Humenstein gets credit for it and no one knows if Joe, I would be pissed.
Yo, I hate Joseph Humenstein.
Me too.
He's always trying to steal our stuff.
Joe Humenstein.
So Joe Humenstein aside, what time is the bard gonna be calling in today?
Who?
Shakespeare.
Oh, he'll be just another minute or two.
Okay, cool.
He actually did have one request.
What's that?
He asked that we drink with him.
Okay.
And then another drink.
Okay.
And then another.
How many drinks are we talking?
We have to finish this whole bottle before the interview's over.
Holy shit. That's bigger than
Yeah.
That's like the size of a...
I know.
The last time I drank that,
Oh, yeah.
Well, if that's what Shakespeare wants... Thanks for calling Informal Curtain Call. This is Brendan.
Sir William Shakespeare.
Are you a sir?
I am not a woman. God bless you. I thanketh thee.
Well, thanks for coming on the show to talk with us.
No problem at all. I would come anywhere anybody asked me to. No problem. That sounds a little more modern than Elizabethan. I am actually Jacobean. I'm also drunk. If you give me enough drinks, I can speak backwards.
Okay, well, if it's okay with you, we'd like to start the interview with our first question. So...
Wait. Hold your tongue, not another word. Are you two of sound mind? I'm never of sound mind. You two haven't drunk yourselves drunk yet, have you?
Oh, no, we were gonna wait for you.
Wait not a second more. I've been drinking since dawn. You two must play catch-up. 4 shots. Right now. 4 shots? All together? 4 shots each! Get upon my level.
Well...
Whatever Shakespeare wants. That's the spirit. Down the hatch, boys! Here we go.
See you on the other side. Oh, it tastes like...
Yup. How do you feel? Toasty? Excellent! Now we may proceed. So, William, call me William! Okay. So, William, that's better. You were responsible for 37 plays, 104 sonnets, and a ridiculous number of poems. Has it been that many? What was your inspiration to start writing? For which piece? Just overall? Well, you can't become a great writer until you've read the great writers. Time for another shot, boys. Sure. It only gets easier from here. I spent my time reading the works of Chaucer, Plutarch, and God himself.
God?
The Bible is some of the most brilliant literature one can get his hands on. Critics have given me nothing but flack for taking from the stories I read as a boy and putting them into my work.
Sure, but where's the line between inspiration and plagiarism?
Look upon you with your fancy words. Somebody just got their first dictionary. Everything is inspired by somebody else. It all has been done already. All we can do is tell the stories that we were told and write it in a different way.
Yeah, but does that justify unoriginality?
This man just earned himself another drink.
You're trying to kill me, Bill, aren't you?
I wouldn't mind the company down here.
I'm good without the drink.
But you would be better with it.
I'll take a shot if you answer my question.
Only if you take the first shot.
Fine. Oh, good God.
If you can hold your liquor, you can hold my attention.
Wait, what was the question I was going to ask you?
I can't remember.
Oh, man, me neither. Johnny, do you remember?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I'm sure it wasn't important.
I'm sure you're right. The Oxford Dictionary has credited you with creating 3,000 words in the English language. And here's another one for you. Tayanaya. What does that mean? What I'm feeling right now. Take another shot. Tayanaya. Why are you laughing? He's making up a word. This is history in the making right now. I haven't drunk this much since I was a little girl.
Little girl? You were a little girl?
Of course. I didn't have women acting on stage. I don't understand. Women were not allowed to act upon the stage. It was illegal, as a matter of fact. So who played the female parts? The males played the female parts, and I played more female parts than I can remember. I still don't understand how that makes you a little girl, so I'm just gonna take a shot. Good man. How are you gents holding up?
Oh, I hate myself.
I love you, Brendan.
I love you too, Johnny.
A beautiful thing that is.
What's that?
Love among friends. There's not a thing like it in the world. No secrets between you two. No deception. No lies. Just love. Yeah, man.
Yeah, totally. Do you love anybody, Willie?
You said Willie. Susanna. My dearest Susanna. Was that your wife? No, I was wed to Anne Hathaway.
The Anne Hathaway?
You've heard of her? Yeah, she won an Oscar. Who's Oscar? That wench! I'm glad I gave her the second best bed. Yeah, totally.
Wait, so who's Susanna then?
My daughter. My favorite daughter. Don't tell Susanna I said that. Fuck. I meant to say Judith. But don't tell Judith either. But that stays between us drunk gents, yes?
Yes, I promise, I won't tell.
Yes, my dear Susanna. The inspiration for Love's Labor's Won. Lost? Excuse me? Love's Labor's Lost, I think you mean? No, I did mean Love's Labor's Won. The official sequel to Love's Labor's Lost. I never read that one. You should. It's one of my favorites.
Are you screwing with us?
I'm doing no such screwing.
There's no play called Love's Labor's Ones.
Yes, there is. I wrote it.
Then where is it?
Perhaps it is lost.
Come on. Do you remember any of it?
After writing Hamlet, I forgot everything else that I wrote. Fun fact, I played Hamlet's father's ghost.
You remember a line as Hamlet's father's ghost, but you can't remember anything about one of your favorite plays?
There's something rotten in my liver. Billy Shaky. So, what do you think about your modern interpretations of your work? Good question.
Well?
Fuck it! They can do whatever they want with it. I'm dead! Except Ethan Hawke. Do not let him play Hamlet ever again! You guys want to play a drinking game? Yeah! Alright. This game is called Guess the Show from a Line I Say of a Play I Wrote, and if you get it wrong, then you have to drink. Game. That's like my favorite game. Need I explain more?
Could you?
So the way this game works is I'll say a line from one of my plays. If you guess the show right, I take a drink. If you get it wrong, you both take a drink.
Oh, now the name of the game makes sense.
Ready to play? Ready to play. Round 1. Elio! Oh, Romeo! Coriolanus!
What? Damn, Johnny!
Sorry. Bottoms up, boys! Round 2. Must cover thy sweet eyes, those lily lips,
This Charlie knows. These yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks.
Oh, damn it. I know this one. Oh, it's right on the tip of...
Coriolanus!
Damn it, Johnny! Wait a minute, you were in that show! You did that part!
It was a long time ago. 0 for 2. Cheers to you.
I feel like crap.
I feel great, man.
Round 3. Once more unto the breach, dear friends. Once more to close the wall up with our English dead. Brendan, shut up. I got it. It's Queen.
It's one of the Henrys.
Yes, but which one?
Henry the Fifth?
Curses! I was thirsty anyway.
This is the last time that I drink.
Coriolanus! You guys want to do a double or nothing?
Oh, no.
Yeah! Okay. For 2 shots apiece. You common cry of curs, whose breath I hate as reek o' the rotten fens, whose loves I prize as the dead carcasses of unburied men that do corrupt my air, I banish you! I don't know this one. It's all up to you, Sally.
I feel like it's Coriolanus.
No, Sally. I would know that, Sally.
Is it Macbeth?
Is this a dagger I see before me? Nope, I'm drunk.
So it is Macbeth?
Nope, it's Coriolanus. Damn it, Brendan.
All done.
That was fun. Oh. I didn't write anything.
What?
I didn't write any of Shakespeare's plays. I don't even like Shakespeare's plays.
Who are you?
Shakespeare!
What are you talking about?
I'm a fraud! I wanted to impress the Queen!
What?
Shakespeare!
What? Why?
Because she's the Queen! I can't even spell my own name! I've never even been to Verona! If you didn't write the plays, then who did?
Oh my god. The mystery. It's all finally been solved.
I can't believe it's...
Me too.
You guys are my friends, right? Right?
You're right, yeah.
I could trust you to keep this secret between us. I'll never repeat that as long as I live. You're dead. What's wrong?
I'm a fraud too.
You didn't write Shakespeare's plays either?
No. I'm scared to talk to the dead. It scares me every time. Sometimes I don't even want to do it. I just pretend I do because you like doing it so much and I don't want to make you upset, Johnny. Every day, I question it. Whether are we right or wrong? What are we doing? I'm sorry, Johnny.
I'm sorry. Did you not write Shakespeare's plays too? I've been working with CD, the necromancer behind your back.
What?
She's been helping me get our guests for the whole show.
But I knew you wouldn't let her help if you knew.
You lied to me?
I'm sorry, Brendan. Shakespeare feels uncomfortable. Shakespeare doesn't know what to do. Shakespeare exude pursued by a bear!
Episode 5, To Thine Own Self. Thank you to both the living and the dead for listening to this episode of Informal Curtain Call. Episode 5, To Thine Own Self, was written by Johnny Nash and Brendan O'Brien. William Shakespeare was reincarnated by Sam Shemp. C.D. Ward was voiced by Robin Mamato. Original theme song written and performed by Nash. You can see more music from Nash on their Facebook page, on Instagram at Nash Band, and on their website, nashrocks.com. Please follow Informal Curtain Call on social media at Informal Curtain Call on Facebook and Instagram, as well as at INF Curtain Call on Twitter for special updates and previews for the next episode. Until next time.